अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे वञ्चाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो महावदन्नाय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्य नाम्ने गौरतिसे गुरवे गौरचन्द्राय राधिकायै तदालयै कृष्णाय कृष्णभक्ताय तद्भक्ताय नमो यं प्रव्रजन्तमनुपेतमपेतकृत्यं द्वैपायनो विरहकातर्याय पुत्रेति तन्मयतया तर्वोऽभिनेदु तं सर्वभूतैर्यं मुनिमानतोऽस्मि तवैवास्मि न जीवामि त्वया विना इति विज्ञाय राधे तन्मे मां शरणं। My humble obeisances in the Lord's feet of my spiritual Guru, Om Nitya Leela Pravishta Srimad Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Goswami Maharaj, and also in the Lord's feet of my Shiksha Guru, Nitya Leela Pravishta Om Vishnupad Srimad Bhakti Vedanta Swami. We are explaining Bhakti. And Bhakti is explained in Srimad Bhagavatam. Sukadeva Goswami has explained all these three pastimes of Krishna. So you are chanting, some are doing worshipping, other blends of bhaktis you are doing, but no taste is Hari Katha, then gradually all will go. So, in high class of association and Vaishnava or Guru, we should always be there. And in their guidance, we should first hear and then explain in so many ways, by singing, by glorifying Him, by explaining Hari Katha. But first you will have to hear and serve your Gurudev, and then you can. That is why if you want to be happy in this world and after that, tasmat एकेन मनसा भगवान शाश्वतानि पति श्रोतव्य कीर्तितव्यश्च ध्येयः पूज्यश्च नित्यः. If you want to be happy in this world and you want to attain pure bhakti, then एकेन मनसा ananya bhavena, one pointed attention. Oh, you should do pranam to Shashvatanpati, the bandhu of devotees, Krishna, or the bandhus of Jadavas, bandhu of Gops, and who is the Krishna himself, Brajendra Nanda. Sottabhya kirtitavyascha dheya pujyascha nityada. Always and always you should hear about His name, Roop, Gun, Leela. And kirtitavyascha, you should do kirtan of all, like song we are doing. And dheya, you should meditate on Krishna, but not alone Krishna. with his whole family, especially with Radhika and gopis. If you will do, very soon your attachment to this world will be cut. They will cut. Who will cut? High class of Asia. Oh, Guru, Vaishnava will cut with their what? Sharp knives. What is that? Tongue.
Their words.
Their words. Their teaching. They will cut. You cannot. But they are very powerful. And very soon they will cut off all your. So you should have taste in Harikatha. Whether no taste, go there. If sleep comes, sleep there, no how. After some time, sleepiness will go. There will come sleepiness. So tasteful and very sweet pastimes of Krishna, and the associates of Krishna, they will tell that, very soon your all sleepiness, idleness, everything will go. Srimatang Swakatha. That is telling here. Swakatha, Krishna. Purna Samana Kirtana. Hridyantasto Yabhadrani Bhujunit Suhit Sutta. If you are hearing the very strong and very sweet pastimes of Krishna, then Krishna, what he will do? Like a bandhu, like a friend, bosom friend. He will come in your heart. How he will come? Oh, by the Harikatha. By their Harikatha, Karnarandrena, he will come in your heart. And he will vidhunu. He will take away all your anarthas, aparad, unwanting things. Very soon. So very carefully we should hear. Maya may come, sleepiness may come. But you should try to get very carefully hear all these. Then he will come in the heart in a form of Harikatha from high class of qualified Vaishnava and Guru, and he will brown your heart and clear it. What to brown? All at worldly attachment, anger, lust, and all other. So very soon. And Krishna Bhakti will come. Nasta prayeshu abhadreshu nityam bhagavata sevaya bhagavad uttam shloke bhaktir bhavati. Next. And then, if your all offensive, unwanting things, anarthas, are about to go away, something, no namaprad, something others. It has been told in Bhajan Bhasya of these things. Then, Bhagavad Sevaya. There are two things. Bhagavad, Bhakta, and Grantha Bhagavad. Bhagavad, Bhakta is more powerful than Srimad Bhagavatam. They are lock and key of Srimad Bhagavatam. You can reach Bhagavatam, but you cannot take the essence. No strength. But if Bhagavad Sevaya, you serve, Bhagavat means Bhakta. There are so many bhakts. Kanishta, Madhyam, Uttam. Then again, Kanishta, Madhyam, Kanishta, Uttam. And then Madhyam, Kanishta, Madhyam, Uttam. And then Uttam, then Uttam Kanishta, Uttam Madhyam, Uttam, Uttam. And also if you explain more, thousands of gradation are of bhakti. But it should be Uttam Bhagav. Like Parikshit Maharaj heard from whom? Narada Goswami himself. Where he heard? Sanak Sarvandan, Sanatan Goswami, where he heard? From himself. Rup Goswami, not Uttam, balki Uttam, Bhagavan himself, Krishna. So you see one? But in this world, this class of Vaishnava are very rare. Very rare. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he will be available after one kalpa. But Madhyam Adhikari you can find, if you are fortunate. Even by Madhyam, Uttam, you can make them Guru, Shiksha Gurus, Guru both. And they will tell Harikatha. And gradually they will take out all the bad things. How? By Harikatha. And Harikatha, who is Harikatha? Krishna himself. Then he will come Krishna and as a Bandhu. He will clear all these things in heart. Tada rajastamo bhava kam lobhavyasya je cheta etai anavidham satthittam sattvam prasidati. And then all kinds of lust, anger, tama, raja, I am all in all, false ego, all will come, go away. And then you will become like Tinadapi Suni Chena, Tarorapi Sahisuna, Amalina, Manadini. How prema will come? Then Mahaprabhu is telling, what?
की
रूप लैले नाम प्रेम उपजय तार and what he told? Be tolerant, more than tree. Be humble more than a cross, blade of cross. Give honor to all according to their stage. And don't want any praise or nothing. This is the qualification. And if it comes from the core of heart, bottom of heart, then man will give very soon Krishna prema. Evam prasanna manaso bhavat bhakti yogata bhavat tattva vijnanam mukta sangasya jayate. All kinds of lust, attachment, worldly, everything will go and he will be very happy. Jayatma samprasida. His soul will be always happy. Not covered with any sufferings or anything. And tattva vijnanam mukta sangasya jayate. And then by the mercy of mukta, liberated soul, bhakti, uttama bhakti, madhyama bhakti, then bhavat tattva vijnana. He will know all kinds of tattva vijnana. Jiva tattva, Krishna tattva, Maya tattva, Radha tattva, Krishna tattva, even prema tattva, everything he will know.
Rasa tattva,
Rasa tattva, Lila tattva, everything he will know. Vidyate hridaya gandhi. Jante sarva sansaya Chyante chasya karmani dishta ye vatmanasva. And then he will take darshan of Krishna in his heart, and then what will become? As a result, vidyate hridaya granthi. All attachment from the world go away. And all kinds of doubt will go away. We have so many doubts. Our Guruji, whether knows or not, I think something bad, lust coming. But my Gurudev, perhaps not. Should I tell him or not? Like this. Krishna is supreme, Lord or not, who can say? And if doubt comes, then you are tried from by transcendental bhakti, you will die. Shyante chasya karmani. All his fruitive karms will go away. Ato vai kavyo nityam bhakti paramaya muda vasudeve bhagavati kurvant atma prasidana. And that is why all the kavayo nitya mukta, liberated soul, being very happy, they do prem bhakti, parama bhakti, Vasudevi, Krishna, Bhagavati, Kurvanta Atma Prasidana. This is only way to be happy. That he asks. Jayatma. So we should try to follow all these things. First we can begin how Narad achieved bhakti. I have told you, there is not one Narad. He has a big history. He comes in Kalpa in different ways. And in his last birth, he took birth from any maid servant. How? Who will speak? Can you? Not Charitra? And Guru Tattva also in that.
Omagyanatimarandasya Yananjanashalakaya Chaksuranmilitamjina Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Srila Gurudev has ordered me to speak on Narada Charitra, the history of Narada Muni in one as described in the Srimad Bhagavatam in this time. Narada had been committed offense in the previous life as a Gandharva to the Sankirtan party. So he took birth in the son of a maidservant, like didn't know who his father was, so not a very high birth. But in that position,
what offense he had done? Where?
In the heavenly planets, he was Gandharva, and he was mocking the Sankirtan party. They were chanting, and he made some criticism.
Before that?
Before that. Oh, I don't know before.
Oh. Shamrani?
I just know that he was singing materialistic songs of enjoyment. Instead of
She said that he was singing materialistic songs,
yes,
not doing kirtan.
But why?
He was attracted with the apsaras in heaven.
You don't know. He is always liberated soul. Only for our teachings. He comes in this world by any trick that Brahma has caused him.
So, Gurudev asked about discuss Narada Charitra. Narad Rishi was son of Brahmaji. What kind of son? He came from his throat.
Brahma is liberated.
Narad Rishi is liberated.
He is more superior than millions of Brahma. He is always the associates of Krishna. He is himself.
Narad Rishi has so many forms. Sometime in Dasaras, sometime Sokharas, sometime Madhuras. In Sokharas, he is Priyanarma Sakha of Krishna, means Madhumangal. And in Rujjalilmani Grantha, Srila Rupa Goswami Pad has explained, and his commentary of Rujjalilmani, Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur and Jiva Goswami Pad has explained, in Madhuras is Naradiya Gopi. He is doing austerity to get Gopi Bhav. So Narad is always liberated. But Brahmaji asked him to help him for creation. And as he denied, no, I not came in this world to create, to help you in creation, in material creation.
Is this a cause or not? It is against our Vedic literature or not?
No.
Why no?
Because
we have all come to do bhajan, not for worldly things. And Brahma was telling him that you should marry and make praja like me, and he refused.
when Naradaji refused, he told, I am your father, you are neglecting me, deny my order, okay, then you will be Gandharva planet. He told, okay, I am agree. So you are in Gandharva planet, became Gandharva. Gandharva means we can sing very nice.
If a father is telling that you should not do bhajan, what should you do? Obey him or not?
And Gita,
Be Prahlad.
Srimad Bhagavad told, Guru nasassat sajano nasassat. What to say about father? If Guru also told, don't go to listen any higher Harikatha, then oh Gurudev, bye bye forever, bye bye, goodbye. Not to even to what to say about father and mother and other relatives. Happens for Gurudev also mentioned in scriptures. Like Prahlad Maharaj, he cut off relation with his father. Bharat Maharaj means younger brother of Lord Ramchandra. He cut off relation with his mother, who gave him birth. In Gopis, they give up their connection with their husbands. And Vibhishanji, the younger brother of Ravan, he gave up any kind of relation with his king and elder brother Ravan.
Even Guru.
Vibhishanji. And Bali Maharajji, when Vamandev came to take some donation, Sukracharya told, oh, don't think he's only ordinary dwarf. He's Vishnu. Don't give any donation. Because everything is for Vishnu. He is almighty, omnipotent, omniscient. If I give or not, if he wants, he can take, so he must give. But Sukracharya, oh, if my disciple wealth will go away, then how I can manage my life? Disciple is my asset. So I have to keep him in my control. So he make any obstacle. Then Vamandev told, oh please take vow, do achaman. When you are going to do achaman, then water is not coming out from the Ganga Sagar, means one type of lota, there is one small cube, the water will come out. He became a fly and covered the hole, the water should not come. Vamandev told, or maybe your servants are cleaning, not proper cleaning, not clean properly. Okay, bring one kusha grass and clear the hole. As soon as he did, then blood come and Sukraja ran away. Then he became blind in one eye. Why? If you give any obstacle, make any obstacle for Bhagavad Bhajan, then you have to be blind in this life or any other life. So you have to be very careful. Don't make any obstacle the service of Holy Guru Vaishnava. So Narada told, okay, he became Gandharva planet, became Gandharva, and associated with so many Gandharvis. So one day, Brahmaji want to make one very big sacrifice. He invited all, and he invited Narad Rishi also, who became Gandharva, to sing there. So Narad Rishi came, not in form of Narad, in form of Gandharva, with so many Gandharvis. And they were singing what? Not Vedic song, not from Samvedas. They are singing material song and doing so many bad posture. Then Brahmaji became very angry. Oh, you are not listening me? You have so many Muni Rishis has come here and you are making so many nonsense thing? Okay, you have to go to material world and have to be son of a maid servant.
Oh, thank you.
Now he said, okay. Then he came down in this world to help us in Krishna consciousness. Hare Krishna.
Yes, continue.
So now Narada, he took birth as the son of a maidservant, a lowly birth. But one time during the Chaturmasya, the 4 months of the rainy season, when the sages who are traveling will sit down and stop and do bhajan very intensely for those 4 months, 4 saints came to his mother's her house, cottage, and they took shelter there for those months of Chaturmasya. During that time, Narada, he was a very well-behaved boy. He didn't misbehave, he didn't speak nonsense, he was self-controlled, and he would serve those sages very nicely and very attentively. And he would hear their Harikatha, because during these 4 months they would be constantly glorifying and chanting and remembering the glories of the Lord. So he heard so much purifying Harikatha. One time, as they were about to go, he asked them if he could honor the remnants of their prasadam. So because he had pleased them by his service and his humble and submissive and well-behaved attitude, they gave him that blessing. And when he tasted this Mahaprasadam of these Mahabhagavats, then immediately his heart became purified and cleansed, and he experienced the higher emotions of devotional service. He wanted to leave with these sages, but he still had his mother was there attached to him and depending on him. But they gave him blessing. Who were these sages? They were the 4 Kumaras. Sanatan, Sanat Kumar, and Sanatan. And so he had the association of Maha-Uttama Bhagavats. And they gave him blessing. Very quickly after that time, he desired to go. He couldn't leave. Some snake came and bit his mother, and she passed away. So now the young lad was free, and he began to go and wander the earth, chanting and remembering and seeing all of the varieties of the creation and seeing how it is all Maya, the Lord's Maya. Finally, he found some beautiful place in the forest, and there he began to meditate. At the time, what was the blessing the 4 Kumaras gave him before they left? They gave him mantra. So this Diksha mantra, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, they gave him, he chanted it very, very earnestly and sincerely. This Diksha, what is this Diksha? It is composed of 2 words, Divya Gyanam Tato Dadyata. Something is given. And Samshayate Pap, something is taken away. So what is given is divine knowledge, Divya Gyanam. This is defined by Srila Jiva Goswami as of two kinds of divine knowledge. The specific knowledge, Bhagavat Swarup Gyan, of the form of Godhead that you have a relationship with, that particular Ishtadev that you are related to. And the second type of Divya Gyanam that one receives at Diksha is Bhagavat Sambandha Vishesha Gyan. The specific Vishesha means special, specific. Sambandha means a relationship. That specific and special knowledge, Gyan, that relates to your particular relationship with that form of the Godhead that you are related to. So this is what is meant by the Divya Gyanam Tato Dadyat that is given at the time of Diksha. And Sakshayati Pap. There are so many types of pap or sin. Kut, which is lying unmanifest at the time, bij, seeds of sin, and then parabdha, the sin that we have incurred the reactions of now, and this body being one of them, and then aparabdha, those sins which we have performed in the past, and now the reaction is just waiting to be experienced. At the time of Diksha, and this is the qualification of a real guru, he can take all those kinds of sins away from your heart. And even, there's a mystery here, the divine nature of the name, the mantra he's giving you, will also destroy even prarabdha karma. How this will be understood in the higher stages of bhakti. So Narada received mantra from qualified gurus. He chanted, following all their instructions very sincerely, free from attachment to anything in this world. But he had some small attachment. That was that he wanted to perform his bhajan in a very nice place. So he chose to go into the forest, where it was very peaceful and calm and beautiful. And there he, for a moment, he got darshan of his Ishtadev, chanting his mantra. But only for a moment. And when he lost the vision, the sporti, he felt like he had lost the greatest thing. His trance broke. He was crying. How could he get this divine vision back? Why had it appeared and why had it gone? And then he heard a voice. A divine voice told him that, "O Narada, in this life you will not see me again. But I have given you this divine vision just to increase your greed to attain me." So there's a very interesting point here about in Nam Tattva and Guru Tattva, that if even those who chant Namabhas, Ashraddha Namabhas, those who chant the holy name of the Lord, but without any faith, either as a joke or in anger, or to indicate something else, like in the case of Ajamil, if even they will achieve liberation and freedom from their sins, and at the same time, those who have prem will always see the Lord within their hearts and before them, then what is the position of those who have Shraddha and are chanting Namabhas? They don't have that complete revelation or divine vision of the Lord at all times, and yet they're certainly more fortunate and of a higher caliber than those who are just chanting out of accident or out of anger or making a joke. So what is that? So the Acharyas have commented that those who chant the name Namabhas, but who have faith in the higher stages of their bhakti, they will be given this spurti or divine vision of their Ishtadev, the Lord of their heart. So this is Narada received all these blessings from his Guru, and I ask that Gurudev, you please give us all these blessings.
Thank you.